What's up, everybody? Jonathan Rose, owner, Masters in Trading. Let's talk earnings because we're coming up to what's going to be the craziest earnings season that I've probably ever traded in my 22-year trading career. So we're going to talk earnings today, and we're going to start with Enphase Energy, ENPH. Let's get going. All right, guys, I used to hate trading earnings. I thought it was binary. I thought it was gambling. I would get my ass kicked. But that all changed after I was a market maker on the floor of the Chicago Board Option Exchange, because I learned how the market makers were trading earnings. I'm going to go through an example. We trade earnings the exact same way every single earnings season, like clockwork. So this Thursday, I'm going to do a live webinar, walk you through the Earnings Academy, and that way I could take you through a complete explanation and answer any questions you have. It's this Thursday. So the link to join is in the description below. If you're watching this after the webinar, send an email to support@Masters in Trading. We'll happily send you the recording. So let's talk about earnings. Tricky little things, but I have a way to trade them I think you're going to like. Now, before I get into this, I thought it'd be fun to do an actual trade at the end of the video. So let me explain the trade. I always want you to understand the reason behind any trade that we share. If you want to get updates like this, subscribe to the channel. Enphase. In front of you, the behavior of the stock going back to the beginning of 2018. Volatile stock, a low of 3, a high of 59. Down here are the earnings releases. This is the next earnings release. So up here on the spreadsheet, here's the next earnings release. Today is April 7th, so it's 21 days away. Before that, February 18th, that was right here. The implied move, the options were pricing in a 15% move. That's what implied is. Implied, it's the market's volatility. The market was pricing in a 15% move or straddle. The max move, the day of the earnings release, was 43%. And that's, I guess, this big move right here. If we go to the time before that, we look at October 29th. That'll be right here. October 29th, this bar, the implied move was 22%. So the market was pricing in an expected move of 22%. Max move that day, it went down 26.2%. Going back again, July 30th. That'll take you right here. The implied move. Again, I keep reiterating, it's the same thing. I just want you to learn it. The implied move is what the market was pricing in. The market's expectation was, is it going to go higher or lower than 17.69%? That's what the straddle was. It went almost double the amount of the straddle. So they were incorrect here. Those who bought volatility were the winners. Those who sold volatility were the losers. And then too, April 30th, 2019. Right here, not a lot of volatility, not a lot of volatility. Look at that move, 31%. But again, the options market was priced way too low. The last 5 times the options market has got this one wrong with ENPH. Well, look what we have going on here. Today, the implied move is 29.37%. Now, yes, that's quite a bit more than we've experienced, but we also have 21 days. Not only that, there's 21 days until expiration. Now, it's 21 days until the earnings announcement, but the April options would expire. So we need to be in May. So the options that we're considering have 38 days until they expire. So it's not just 21 days, it's 38 days until these options expire. So if they had earnings here, it would only be 10 days. That might make sense on why that volatility, it's higher, but it's not really that crazy, right? 38 days. I'm making the argument to you right now that the implied move in the market today is expecting a 29-point move in ENPH. Okay, let's look at it a different way. I just went with a shorter term chart, still ENPH, going back pretty much 4 months. So here's the earnings day, 21 days away from today. But we don't want just 21 days. We also want our extra 17 days until the May options expire. So if I add 17 days, okay, let's say it takes us right about here. So here's the game that we're playing, guys. 38 days, which is this line right here. It's trading $36. The implied move is 30%. I'm going to bring up the options right now. So the implied move is 30%. How do I know that? The easiest way is just look at the straddles. All the straddles are priced like 1030 mid-market. 1030, the price of the straddle is 29%. That's how you can look at it right there. Nevertheless, in my strong opinion, ENPH can absolutely move out of the range of the straddle. So if the straddle is $10, that's $5 higher, $5 lower. 36 minus 5 is 31. And so now the question is, do you think in 38 days, do you think ENPH can move out of this range? Now, where we start to get higher probability of success is maybe the market goes down. Maybe the market goes up. Maybe the market goes down. Maybe it goes up. Maybe it comes down. Maybe it goes up like this. We could trade this. Your calls or your puts. Let's start with your puts. If you're long 10 puts, you're short 1,000 shares. You could buy some stock. As the market rallies, you could sell some stock. You can buy some stock when it goes back down. So you can hold your position and manage your position, especially when you have 38 days and a ton of volatility. Not only in the overall market, but this thing's a beast. This thing moves like crazy. So now for the fun part. Personally, I like ENPH for an earnings trade. May, 38 days. So what I'm going to do, notice we got a little rally. Earlier in the video that I said that it kept on going down, it got down to 35.10. Now it rallied, which is in favor of getting better levels on the put side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy these 30s right here. In there, 255 bid, never lift offers. I'm not joining the bid. I'm going to become the best bid. I'm going to put in here a bid to buy 10 of these at a price of 255. Buy, yes, confirm, confirm. Now, what do I know about this, guys? Here's my risk. I can never lose more. I'm going to send it in there. Now I'm 255 bid. The market is 255 at 260. If you'll notice, this was offered at 265, but then it went down to 260 and now it just went up to 265. 260s traded. It wasn't me. I'm still 255 bid. I'm going to keep this in here for the rest of the day. I feel with 98% certainty that I'm going to get filled. Here's my game plan. Today is April 7th. It's Tuesday. By Thursday, I wouldn't be surprised if EMPH trades lower. The market was just up an absolute ton in the last 2 days. I think the market will pull back. So I'm going to buy these for 255. I'm going to wait a day or 2 days. And then live on Thursday's webinar, I'm going to most likely buy some out of the money calls, which will put me into a strangle. Now, if we go live on Thursday and EMPH is trading 25, which would mean these things are trading a shit ton, they'd be trading like 16 or 17. Well, in that case, I'm probably not going to buy the upside calls. I'm probably going to do something to manage the position. That's what I'm going to do. I'd really like to get filled before the end of the video, but I think this is the end of the video. So come Thursday, you'll see I'm long 30 strike puts for 255. By the way, as soon as I put the 255, the 260s, that was an automated trading program. How the program works, 255 bid, it went and flashed 260 because it wanted to see if I would be willing to pay up. Once it saw that I was not willing to pay up, they canceled their offer and went back to the 265 offer. So that's how that works. Again, I have 2 hours to the close. I will get filled on this, and then we'll go over how to manage this trade on Thursday's live webinar. Thanks, guys. Jonathan Rose, owner, Masters in Trading.